It was a serene night, one of those where the starry sky seemed like an infinite carpet of possibilities. It was exactly this backdrop that enveloped the deep, mysterious conversations we had. I was with Don and Carla, two friends whose spiritual connection went beyond the ordinary. Our dialogues often touched upon esoteric, spiritual, and intriguing themes. Don and Carla had a curious phenomenon that had accompanied them for years. Small silver particles, which we called silver threads, would appear on their bodies during discussions about important spiritual decisions. These particles were hexagonal and no wider than 1/8 of an inch. Like a subtle sign, they indicated to us the correctness of a path or decision, a physical manifestation of our subconscious guiding us. When I joined them, these silver threads began appearing on me as well. I remember the first time I noticed one, reflecting light like a tiny mirror on my skin. It was an almost magical experience, as if the universe was sending us a tangible signal of approval. We kept some of these threads carefully stored in a small plastic vial with a lid, as a keepsake and an unsolved mystery. We never dared to analyze them scientifically. They appeared silver, but we preferred to leave their mystery intact. We had seen documentaries about spiritual healings where gold particles appeared in a similar fashion. It seemed like an ancient phenomenon, transcending cultures and ages, touching those sensitive enough to notice such subtleties. The first time I saw one of these particles on someone other than Don and Carla was at a UFO conference in Lar, Wyoming. A woman, surrounded by a mantle of silver threads, was present, demonstrating that this phenomenon was not exclusive to our small circles. There was a sense of interconnectedness, that we were all part of something larger and deeper. Over the years, many questions arose. What were these threads really? Where did they come from? Were they a physical manifestation of some kind of spiritual energy, or just a rare but explainable phenomenon? Each appearance left us more intrigued and sparked more questions in our minds. I remember a specific session where we discussed the proliferation of UFO sightings in the last few decades. The question was, why has UFO activity increased so much in the last 40 years? The answer that came to us like a revelation was that information provided by Confederate sources to entities like Albert Einstein had been perverted and used to create instruments of destruction. It was a dark reminder of the misapplied potential of human intelligence. This revelation brought forth the idea that perhaps the silver threads were a response from the universe, a counterbalance to times of destruction and despair. It was as if, amidst the chaos and the advancement of technology geared towards war, there was still a thread of hope and spirituality that connected us to the cosmos. For those just joining the channel, I invite you to subscribe and follow our journeys. We are always exploring these nuances of the universe, seeking to understand the signals given to us and the messages we can decipher from them. Our mission is to bring some light and reflection into a world that can often seem dark and confusing. Our work is not just about unraveling mysteries, but about inspiring a constant search for knowledge, understanding, and connection to something greater than ourselves. We want each follower to find their own silver particle, that small reflection of light that guides and illuminates their path. Every discovery, every conversation, every silver thread found brings us closer to understanding our place in the universe. And as we explore these mysteries, we invite you to join us on this journey, to reflect on what lies beyond the visible, and to find your own answers to the questions we raise. We continue to seek, investigate, and above all, believe that each small silver particle is proof that the universe still has much to teach us. It is this quest that unites us, that makes us question, and that we hope inspires each of you to do the same. Just as the silver threads we encounter, may our paths be illuminated by small particles of wisdom and understanding, leading us to a brighter future full of meaning. And to the new explorers joining us, welcome to the journey. Follow our channel for more reflections and discoveries. Together, we can unravel the mysteries that surround us and find answers that light our way. The Manhattan Project, for example, used basic information received from Albert Einstein to develop the atomic bomb, which was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan, resulting in the deaths of 220,000 people. The gravity of this destruction extended beyond physical damage and lost lives. There was significant spiritual effort, led by entities known as Ra, to assist the souls of those who passed away not from radiation, but from the trauma of energy release. Ra ensured that the mind, body, and spirit complexes of these individuals remained intact, preventing their total disintegration and giving them a chance at reintegration. Without this intervention, these entities could have been lost forever, an invaluable fragment of the Creator without the opportunity to continue their spiritual journey. An interesting note is that death by nuclear bomb could mean complete and absolute death, hindering reincarnation and any further spiritual progress. This fact alone invites reflection on the responsibility and ethical implications of using such destructive power. In October 1943, the U.S. Navy allegedly conducted experiments based on Nikola Tesla's discoveries, combining electromagnetic radiation and gravity into a single field. This experiment supposedly caused light to bend around the USS Eldridge, rendering it invisible for a brief period. The Navy denies conducting these experiments, but the existence of these stories serves to fuel the mystery and fascination surrounding the unknown possibilities of science. The Confederation, a group of spiritual beings, believed that the information provided to Albert Einstein and Nikola Tesla had been distorted. To balance this distortion, they promoted the UFO phenomenon, whose purpose has always been to encourage people to consider concepts of infinity and mystery. Deeply contemplating these concepts often marks the beginning of a spiritual journey for those willing to ask life's basic questions. What is life? Where am I going in my life? Is there a creator? These fundamental questions invite us to look beyond the obvious and explore the mysteries that define our existence. This remains the hopeful aim of many spiritual contact sessions, such as Ra's Session 33, Question 21, where they were asked if anything could be done to make the contact instrument more comfortable or improve communication. Ra responded that the work was progressing well, with participants being diligent, expressing gratitude, and mentioning enjoying the sight of their social memory complex drinking one of our liquids while speaking through the instrument. This simple interaction, occurring the night before the contact, while three friends sat around the kitchen table, illustrates the intimate and personal connection we can have with these beings and the spiritual realities that surround us. This is a reminder to all of us. We must strive to understand the impact of our actions, the depths of the unknown, and the spiritual questions that shape our journey. I invite you to follow our channel to continue exploring these mysteries and join us in this journey of discovery and reflection. For more profound insights and reflections like this, follow our channel and join our community of truth seekers. Together, let's explore the mysteries of the universe and life's fundamental questions. Reflections on the power of will. These stories invite us to reflect on the nature of existence, life after death, and the mysteries that surround our spiritual journey. From interdimensional contacts to phenomena of spirits bound to Earth, we are called to consider the depth of human will and the influence of spiritual energies in our lives. Carla's case with the elderly woman underscores the importance of communication and emotional closure. Knowing that her son was well allowed the woman's spirit to find peace and move on. This reminds us that often our concerns and fears can keep us tethered, even after death. Finding resolution and peace is crucial for our spiritual journey. The Confederation's messages. The Confederation's contacts show that there are advanced beings willing to assist us, using symbols and messages of love and hope to guide our spiritual evolution. These beings respect our free will, seeking to inspire us in ways that provoke deep thought about life and our purpose in the universe. Considering the seriousness and lightness with which these contacts are made, we see an intrinsic beauty in how the universe communicates with us. Balancing conveying a profound message while maintaining freedom of choice is an act of love and respect. If you enjoyed these reflections and wish to continue exploring the unknown, don't forget to follow our channel. Join us on this journey of discovery and spiritual growth. A request for balance. In one of the sessions from the first book of the Law of One, Don was concerned about the amount of information on negatively oriented extraterrestrial contacts with people on Earth. He desired a more balanced view that encompassed both positive and negative contacts. Thus, He asked about a famous abduction case called the Andreasen Affair. Betty Andreasen's abduction. On the night of January 25, 1967, Betty Andreasen was abducted by positively oriented beings in front of her family, consisting of 7 children and her father. They were all placed in a suspended animation state, while Betty was taken aboard the being's craft and introduced to a being of light named the One. Betty, a devout Christian, was suggested by Ra as a wanderer of the same vibrational density as the beings who abducted her. They told her she would forget the inspiring images of peace, love, hope, and the emerging New Age until the appropriate time when she would be able to share them with others. Encountering the light. After the initial shock of seeing these beings pass through the walls of her house from their craft, Betty felt a great friendship and mutual love between her and the beings. One of them remained to watch over her family while she was absent. Most of Betty's experiences, later recalled under hypnosis, were in a state of such profound ecstasy that she had great difficulty describing them to the hypnotist. She mentioned that the Father, God, loves us all very deeply and that people without love have nothing. For Betty, love was the answer to all problems. She said this experience was being recorded in her heart and that she could share it at another time. She was truly imbued with a message of love and hope. For more gripping stories and profound reflections on the universe and spirituality, follow our channel and join our community. Let's explore together the great mysteries of life and the cosmos. Betty's revelation. There are further descriptions of Betty's experiences, but as far as we know, she has not yet had the full revelation. This revelation will occur at the appropriate time. In another question, it was asked why the response was preceded by a warning not to disturb polarity. Ra explained that specific information of a nature that may not have much application for a person's spiritual development can be interesting, but not necessarily useful. They are transient information of momentary interest. The focus should be on eternal principles that will be valid now and in 10,000 or 10 million years. The experience of the lightning ball. Don also inquired about the so-called lightning ball experience. Ra commented that, although fascinating, this type of experience may not significantly contribute to spiritual development. What truly matters are the eternal principles, teachings that remain relevant and useful regardless of time. Final reflections. Betty Andreasen's experiences invite us to reflect on the nature of love and hope. Her abduction, initially frightening, transformed into a journey of spiritual discovery and divine connection. She learned that love is the answer to all problems, and this message was deeply implanted in her heart to be shared at the right moment. This story reminds us of the importance of focusing on the eternal principles that guide our spiritual evolution. Amid so much transient information, it is crucial to concentrate on what is truly essential and enduring. Childhood and celestial encounters. As a child, Ra explained, you were visited by your peers to receive greetings and wishes for success. This type of contact is a blessing and an affirmation that the chosen mission on Earth is of utmost importance. It is a way to ensure that, despite the challenges, the effort will be rewarded. When Carla was about a year old, her mother placed her in a crib near an open window during a storm. Her mother recounted that a small lightning ball entered through the window, circled the crib once and a half before exiting. Years later, Carla shared this story with Don, who revealed that something similar happened to him. His mother told him the same thing, but without many additional details. Many wanderers likely have such contacts, especially in early years of life, not only to receive greetings but to ensure that the life chosen on Earth is valuable and their efforts meaningful. Questions about origins. In a session, the question was raised whether they were read by the same people. Jim replied that not necessarily. Both had their readers, but they never knew exactly where each came from. This opened a range of possibilities about their origins, since Ra never specified where each was from. The intriguing possibility that Carla and Don were from the same planet was suggested, though never explicitly confirmed. Jim's experiences. When asked if he had a similar experience in childhood, Jim replied that his memories were vague and likely occurred before his birth, while he was still in the womb or shortly after birth. He recalled a sense of apprehension and a comforting message he received. "It's all right. You won't get lost. You can come back." This indicated that the contact occurred at a transitional time, close to birth. The circles of light. A fascinating aspect of the contact sessions was Jim's ritual, which involved circling Carla 3 times while uttering ritual words. An observer noted that both Carla and Don had the lightning ball circling once and a half, suggesting profound symbolism. The incomplete circle could represent a connection yet to be completed, while the 3 circles performed by Jim during the sessions could symbolize complete unity in the work they were destined to perform. Reflections on the mission of wanderers. These childhood contact stories invite us to reflect on the journey of wanderers on Earth. These initial encounters are not mere coincidences, but signs that we are accompanied and supported by beings of light from the earliest moments of our lives. These contacts remind us that, despite difficulties and uncertainties, there is a greater purpose guiding our actions. The symbols and messages received, often in enigmatic ways, serve as reminders of our connection to the universe and our spiritual mission. Jim's experience, for example, highlights the importance of not fearing the journey, as there is always a way back, a return to the light and love that have guided us thus far. The journey of love and hope. The experiences shared by Carla, Don, and Jim show us that we are all interconnected by invisible threads of love and hope. The initial contacts with beings of light reinforce the idea that we are not alone in our mission. Each wanderer, with their own story and challenges, contributes to the grand cosmic tapestry of spiritual evolution. These stories inspire us to continue our own journey, confident that we are guided by a higher purpose. By sharing our experiences and reflections, we can help each other grow spiritually and find meaning and purpose in our lives. For more gripping stories and profound reflections on the universe and spirituality, follow our channel. Let's explore together the great mysteries of life and the cosmos. Deep connections and eternal purposes. Carla, Don, and Jim's narratives are powerful examples of how spiritual experiences can shape our lives and guide us in our mission on Earth. The initial contacts with beings of light not only welcome us but also remind us of the importance and value of our journey. These stories, filled with symbols and enigmatic messages, invite us to look beyond the surface and seek a deeper understanding of our existence. The lightning ball that circled Carla and Don, and the 3 circles performed by Jim during the sessions, are reminders that there is a greater purpose guiding our actions and our lives. A collective journey. Each wanderer's journey is unique, but we all share the same goal: to bring love, light, and understanding to the world. Carla, Don, and Jim's experiences show us that despite difficulties and challenges, we are all connected and supported by beings of light. These stories inspire us to continue our own journey, confident that we are guided by a higher purpose. By sharing our experiences and reflections, we can help each other grow spiritually and find meaning and purpose in our lives. For more profound insights and reflections like this, follow our channel and join our community of truth seekers. Let's together explore the mysteries of the universe and the fundamental questions of life. Reflections on connections and mysteries. In the context of our explorations into the depths of the universe, an intriguing moment arose during session 104 with Ra, when we inquired about the unexpected insertion into our introduction to the book, originally titled The Law of One. Carla had broached the subject of reincarnation, and a phrase was added without our intervention, stating that while originally part of Jesus' teachings, these concepts were censored from all subsequent editions by the Emperor. I would like Ra to comment on the origin of this insertion into our introduction. Ra responded with an intriguing observation about the course of events, circumstances, or coincidences that seem to capture our attention subjectively. They did not offer much assistance in this specific aspect. The insertion of this phrase into the introduction we had drafted for Ra's material seemed quite surprising to us. Which human hand among our editors would bother to insert this fact, let alone have knowledge of it? The empress in question is Theodora, wife of Emperor Justinian. Theodora, of humble origin, rose from a street prostitute to the emperor's concubine, and eventually his wife in 523 AD. She was a skilled manipulator who profoundly influenced the policies and religion of the Eastern Roman Empire during her time. At a point when the doctrine of reincarnation was removed from church dogma at the Synod of the Eastern Church of Constantinople in 543 AD, Theodora advocated for leniency towards heretical monks to carry out her desires. The removal of reincarnation from Christian dogma was crucial for the deification of ancient Roman emperors and empresses, including Theodora. The question we raised remains of subjective interest. We never found the answer in the physical plane. It seems someone manipulated the press to have this phrase inserted. Jim adds that teachings on reincarnation were originally part of Jesus' teachings and can be found in various places in the Bible. Jesus himself questioned, "Who do men say that I am? Some say you are Elijah, others say you are Moses." Traces of reincarnation persist, although they have been reduced. On another historical note, in Session 24, we asked if Dwight Eisenhower had encounters with the Confederation or the Orion Group during the 1950s. Ra revealed that Eisenhower encountered indistinguishable thought forms from the third density. This encounter was a Confederation test to observe how a positively oriented person, without significant distortions regarding power, would react to peaceful information and the possibility of contact with other entities and philosophies. We found that Eisenhower did not feel those under his care were ready to handle concepts of extraterrestrial beings and alternative philosophies at that historical moment. Towards understanding and connection. These historical and cosmic episodes invite us to reflect on the nature of our spiritual and intellectual journey. They are reminders of how seemingly random events can have profound and lasting implications on our understanding of the universe and ourselves. As we explore the intersections between history, philosophy, and the pursuit of spiritual knowledge, we are challenged to consider how our own choices and actions can shape humanity's destiny. Each question raised, each discovered answer, brings us one step closer to the ultimate truth we seek. Join us on this journey of exploration and discovery as we continue to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos and explore the infinite potential of the human and spiritual mind. Eisenhower's decision, a cosmic encounter and its consequences. In a quiet corner of history, a decision shaped the course of human knowledge about our interaction with the cosmos. President Eisenhower, on February 20, 1954, allegedly met with UFO entities at Muroc Dry Lake, part of Edwards Air Force Base, California. While supposedly retreating to deal with a chipped tooth, witnesses reported an encounter with beings and aircraft of unknown origin, marking a moment that could have profoundly altered our understanding of the universe. Gerald Light, among the dignitaries and scientists present, described in a letter to a colleague how he witnessed the interaction between Air Force officials and these entities, as well as the materialization and dematerialization of the craft and their occupants. He shared his anguish at seeing brilliant minds struggle to reconcile their theories with this new reality, unable to break away from familiar concepts to embrace the unknown. Light's and many others' expectation was that Eisenhower, within 2 months, would make a national announcement, revealing the cooperation offered by aliens to the United States government. However, Eisenhower's decision was influenced by the military, industrial, and religious council that placed him in power. They feared the chaos that such a revelation could cause among the American population. The events exceeded this plane, as Ra said. The initial plan was to gradually alert Earth's inhabitants to the presence of the Confederation, but the Orionites had their own plans. Their sightings and abductions fed on fear and despair, feeding off negative human emotions. Imagine what it would have been like if Eisenhower had made the announcement to the nation. A world where humanity confronts the reality that it is not alone in the universe, where interstellar cooperation could have shaped a future of discovery and mutual understanding. Instead, secrecy was chosen, leaving us questioning lost possibilities and the potential impact on humanity's spiritual harvest. Reflections on the unknown and the future of humanity. These historical events remind us of the fragility of our choices and the power of influences shaping our collective destiny. As we explore the narratives of cosmic encounters and crucial human decisions, we are challenged to think beyond what is known, to embrace mystery, and to pave the way for a future of expanded knowledge and consciousness. Join us on this journey of cosmic exploration and personal introspection. By following our channel, you connect not only to history, but to the profound questions that define us as human beings in the vast cosmos. Together, we can explore the stars and the mysteries they hold, seeking not only answers, but a deeper understanding of who we are and our place in the universe. Choices and reflections. The path of spiritual evolution. Imagine yourself in a supermarket, facing an aisle filled with options for breakfast. Cereals, fruits, breads. The choices are yours, just as humanity faces crucial decisions at this pivotal moment of its journey. Planet Earth stands at crossroads that will shape the future, and each depends on our individual and collective choices. Jim, in his accounts of contact with Ra, reminds us of a fundamental aspect: the importance of choices in our spiritual evolution. Amid discussions of conspiracy theories and the influence of supposed secret groups over governments and their activities, there is a profound lesson to be learned. While exploring what is hidden in the shadows is fascinating, it can become a significant obstacle in our spiritual journey. Ra chose to omit certain information from Book 1 of the Law of One, judging it irrelevant and fleeting. These conspiracy theories, which feed the illusion of separation and divert our attention from the eternal truths that unite all things, can hinder our spiritual growth. Instead of focusing on the love that connects all things, we end up getting lost in fleeting details that do not contribute to our understanding of spiritual evolution. The pursuit of true and enduring knowledge should be our priority. The eternal truths about the nature of being's evolution, the quest for a true understanding of the cosmos and our own existence, are what truly matter. These are the pillars that support a meaningful spiritual journey, not the theories that lead us away from the path of light and love. Asking Ra about cosmic alignments and essential truths teaches us that we must tune our consciousness to higher frequencies, where only pure and accurate knowledge can be transmitted and understood. As Ra indicated, they communicate through a narrow band of vibration, where only information crucial for the evolution of mind, body, and spirit can be properly conveyed. Today, more than ever, it is crucial that we choose wisely where we put our attention and energy. We must connect with stories that link past, present, and future, seeking not only knowledge, but wisdom that takes us beyond the superficialities of everyday life. By following our channel, you join a journey of exploring the cosmos and inner reflection, helping to build a future where love and understanding prevail. The journey of truth, choices and perseverance on the spiritual path. There is an invisible radio tuned to cosmic wisdom, where each human group can seek answers beyond the superficialities of daily life. However, many get lost in the pursuit of transient and mundane information, veering off the path that initially led them to seek positive and enlightening contact. It's as if we're turning the radio dial, seeking a clear and comforting station, only to end up tuned to a frequency that distorts the true message we wish to receive. This deviation from the desire for deep and transformative information is the sign for positive contact that their offerings are no longer desired. The law of free will requires that only suggestions of this detuning process be given to the group so that all choices made are genuinely a product of free will. Positive contact, noticing the group's persistence in seeking transient information, offers small signals that such details are not of vital importance for spiritual growth. When the group insists on seeking these superficial pieces of information, positive contact is obliged, respecting the group's free will, to slowly withdraw. This opens the space for negative contact to take over, eager to provide misleading information and discredit the group. This cycle is perpetuated by misinformation, such as predictions of future disasters that never materialize, undermining the group's light and positive energy. It is crucial to understand that such transient and conspiratorial information does not contribute to the greater good or the true purpose of serving others. Losing focus on what is truly important prevents us from advancing on our spiritual journey. Instead of focusing on conspiracy theories that reinforce the illusion of separation, we should seek the eternal truth that unites all things. In the vast cosmos of knowledge, we seek not only information, but wisdom that guides us on the journey of evolving mind, body, and spirit. Each of us has the potential to uncover truth and take significant steps toward the Creator. The experience with Ra teaches us that true light resides in the constant pursuit of knowledge that transcends the limitations of time and space. By following our channel, you join a community dedicated to exploring the mysteries of the universe and reflecting on the true purpose of existence. Together, we can discover more about ourselves and our place in the cosmic vastness, always seeking the light of love that permeates all creation. Cosmic Revelations, Wisdom Beyond the Transient. In a journey through cosmic knowledge, sometimes we encounter fragments of information that challenge our understanding and invite us to reflect on the world around us. It's as if we're looking through a window into an unknown universe, where each revelation can change our perception of reality. In the vast cosmos, where truth hides behind clouds of uncertainty, we learn that not all information is created equal. Some are transient, ephemeral like morning mist that soon dissipates, while others are like solid pillars enduring in time and space. Among the mysteries we explore, there are accounts of encounters with civilizations beyond our understanding, where stars carry messages and ships fly aimlessly. Those who venture into these cosmic realms discover that true wisdom lies in the continuous pursuit of knowledge that transcends mundane limitations. Ancient records speak of visits from entities known as Orion and of our own people, whose actions and technologies intertwine in a cosmic dance of potential and peril. The ability to create and pilot unidentified flying objects reveals not only our technical ingenuity, but also our ethical and moral failings. It's easy to get lost in power intrigues and the quest for secrets promising to reveal the universe's mysteries. However, we must remember that true spiritual evolution does not reside in superficial knowledge, but in a deep understanding of the principles guiding all things. Pursuing conspiracy theories can divert us from the path of light, obscuring our vision of the love that unites all creation. When we focus on transient information, we risk losing sight of the greater purpose of our spiritual journey. The true essence of existence lies in discovering love in every particle of the universe, connecting us to the primordial source of all life. As we follow this path of discovery, we unite as a community of seekers, exploring not only the frontiers of space, but also the limits of our own understanding. Each revelation brings us one step closer to unraveling the mysteries surrounding our existence and prepares us to embrace the future with wisdom and compassion. In our quest for knowledge and understanding, we are often confronted with mysteries that challenge our worldview. Amid uncertainties and relentless searches for answers, we encounter accounts that take us beyond the boundaries of the ordinary, entering territory where truth blends with the unknown. It's like being in a supermarket, facing a vast aisle of choices. Each item is a possibility for the soul's breakfast, and it's up to us to decide which path to take. Even amid adversities and apparent confusion, there is always the possibility of a moment of clarity, an instant of inspiration that guides us toward positive polarization. I recall Jim's words, shared in sessions with Ra. He warns us about the temptation to get lost in transient theories and conspiracies that divert us from the eternal principles sustaining our spiritual growth. It's like adjusting the radio to pick up another station, veering away from the pure frequency that connects us to the true evolution of mind, body, and spirit. In this context, we are confronted with intriguing information about the presence of other entities, both positive and negative, interacting with our world. Reports of contacts with beings from Orion and other groups arouse curiosity, but also remind us of the importance of discerning where we invest our energy. Each choice, each quest for knowledge, shapes not only our current understanding, but also our collective future. There was a moment when Ra shared insights into advanced technologies created by our own kind, but intended for purposes that do not serve the common good. These vehicles, instead of promoting peace and progress, potentially contribute to instability and the fragmentation of our collective consciousness. It is natural to question how these technologies were developed and maintained in secrecy. The answer reveals a complexity that goes beyond conventional knowledge. There are underwater bases, lunar installations, and a vast array of hidden infrastructures operating in the shadows of society, away from the public eye. Secrecy persists, fueled by fear of the unknown and the need to maintain a strategic advantage over potential adversaries. Amid all this, the crucial question arises: what is the impact of these discoveries on our spiritual journey? By focusing on transient and ephemeral aspects of existence, we risk diverting our attention from what truly matters. Conspiracy theories, fascinating as they may seem, often lead us away from the deeper essence of our connection to each other and the cosmos. The learning from Ra is clear. The search for truth must be guided by a sincere desire to serve others and promote collective well-being. Each deviation from this basic principle puts us at greater risk of losing our way, becoming vulnerable to the influence of negative entities exploiting our weaknesses and fears. Therefore, as we reflect on Ra's revelations and the lessons we draw from them, we are invited to reassess our own choices and intentions. What are we seeking with such fervor? Knowledge for the common good or power for personal gain? The answer will shape not only our present, but also the future of humanity. May we together move forward with wisdom and discernment, remaining true to universal principles that transcend time and space. May each step in our journey bring us closer to understanding that love is the force uniting all things in creation. I invite all of you to join us in this ongoing exploration of stories that connect, in search of deeper meaning and understanding. Follow our channel to engage more deeply in these narratives that challenge and inspire, that illuminate and transform. Together, let's explore the frontiers of knowledge and spirituality, guided by the light of truth and the love that permeates all things. In the silent recesses of clandestine knowledge, there exists a realm where secrets weave their way through the fabric of reality. Deep beneath the surface of our everyday lives, hidden from curious gazes, lies a truth both unsettling and profound. There are whispers about vessels, not mere transport ships, but sophisticated instruments shrouded in mystery and purpose. It is said they dwell beneath the Earth's crust, submerged in murky depths near the coasts of South America and the enigmatic polar regions. These secretive bases resonate with the faint hum of technology beyond our comprehension. Yet, what resonates even deeper is the revelation that such vessels are not mere products of speculative imagination. Astonishingly, it is claimed that the United States, with a silent efficiency that defies belief, commands a fleet of 573 of these enigmatic vessels. Vessels that defy conventional wisdom, conceived not for exploration or benevolent missions, but for the shadowy dance of war and power. The sheer audacity of such a claim shakes the foundations of understanding. How could monumental secrets like these be kept in the bustling corridors of governmental power and public discourse? How many souls cloaked in the mantle of national security bear the weight of this clandestine knowledge? The answer, shrouded in the shadows of necessity and discretion, whispers of a complex fabric woven from threads of obligation and concealment. The vessels themselves, it is revealed, do not emerge from grand industrial complexes, but from the desolate landscapes of New Mexico and Mexico. There, in sunlit deserts, hidden within subterranean sanctuaries, they take shape. A symphony of manufacturing orchestrated in silence, away from curious eyes and inquisitive minds. Questions arise, doubts surface. Could there really be a manufacturing facility entrenched in the heart of Mexico, unrecognized and unacknowledged by the world at large? The answer, cryptic and measured, acknowledges the incredulity of such claims. Yet, in the realm where truth and secrecy dance their delicate waltz, anything is possible. The revelation unleashes a storm of skepticism and intrigue. How could such disclosures coexist with the world as we know it? How could we reconcile the existence of such powerful technology with the serene ignorance of everyday life? Amid skepticism, the truth remains resolute and yet elusive. These vessels, born not of fanciful tales but of human ingenuity and ambition, challenge conventional wisdom. They exist as symbols of power, created not for exploration or unity, but for the grim purpose of dominance and defense. And thus, amidst the cacophony of disbelief and awe, one thing remains clear. These are not vessels for the curious to explore, or the bold to embark upon. They are manifestations of human ambition and caution, designed to alter the course of history in the darkest corners of the global stage. In the labyrinthine corridors of secrecy and power, where truth and fiction blur, the saga of these vessels persists. They stand as sentinels of a hidden reality, where choices of consequence echo through the annals of time. As we ponder these revelations, let us not only marvel at technological prowess or lament the shadows of secrecy. Let us reflect on the implications they hold for our shared humanity and the delicate balance of power in our world. Join me in exploring the stories that connect us, where truth and mystery intertwine. Follow this journey as we unravel the threads of history that bind us all. In the silence of the recesses of clandestine knowledge, a singular truth intertwines with the reality we know. Deeply hidden beneath the surface of the everyday, away from curious glances, lie secrets that challenge our understanding. There are whispers about ships, not mere vehicles of transportation, but sophisticated machines shrouded in mystery and purpose. It is said they reside beneath the Earth's crust, hidden in the murky depths near the South American coasts and enigmatic polar regions. Secret bases that resonate with the silent hum of technologies beyond our reach. Yet what echoes most deeply is the revelation that these ships are not mere speculative fantasies. Surprisingly, it is claimed that the United States, with a silent efficiency that defies belief, commands a fleet of 573 of these mysterious ships, vessels that defy conventional wisdom, not designed for exploration or benevolent missions, but for a dark game of war and power. The audacity of such a claim shakes the foundations of human understanding. How could such monumental secrets be kept in the bustling corridors of governmental power and public discourse? How many people, cloaked in the mantle of national security, bear the weight of this clandestine knowledge? The answer, entangled in the shadows of necessity and discretion, whispers of a complex fabric of obligation and concealment. The ships themselves, it is revealed, do not emerge from grand industrial complexes, but from the desolate landscapes of New Mexico and Mexico. There, in blazing deserts, hidden within underground sanctuaries, they take form. A symphony of manufacturing orchestrated in silence, far from curious eyes and inquisitive minds. Doubts arise, questions linger. Could there truly be a manufacturing facility in the heart of Mexico, unseen and unrecognized by the outside world? The answer, cryptic and measured, acknowledges the incredulity of these claims. Yet, in the realm where truth and secrecy dance a delicate waltz, anything is possible. This revelation triggers a storm of skepticism and intrigue. How could such disclosures coexist with the world we know? How to reconcile the existence of such advanced technology with the tranquility of everyday life? Faced with skepticism, the truth remains firm, yet elusive. These ships, born not from fanciful legends but from human ingenuity and ambition, challenge conventional wisdom. They are symbols of power, forged not for exploration or unity, but for the serious purpose of dominance and defense. And thus, amid the cacophony of disbelief and wonder, one thing remains clear. These are not ships for the curious to explore or the bold to embark upon. They are manifestations of human ambition and caution, designed to alter the course of history in the darkest recesses of the world stage. In the labyrinthine corridors of secrecy and power, where truth and fiction intertwine, the saga of these ships persists. They stand as sentinels of a hidden reality, where choices of consequence echo through the annals of time. As we ponder these revelations, let us not merely admire technological prowess or lament the shadows of secrecy. Let us reflect on the implications for our shared humanity and the delicate balance of power in our world. Join me in exploring the stories that connect us, where truth and mystery intertwine. Follow this journey as we unravel the threads of history that bind us all.